are you doing? Welcome to another interesting edition of the Medley Show. Of course, you know this is your midday energy, and you know how we do it. It's another 1 hour of great magic, and guess what? We will be doing it together today. So today's conversation is a very, very interesting one, and of course, we also have good music for you today. You just wait and see. I also have interesting guests in the studio, but what are we talking about today? So, you know, growing up many years ago, when a movie comes out or when a movie is released, what we see is those very dramatic voices saying, Bob, up you wake up, blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, the title of the movie, and we all want to see the movie. But things seem to have changed these days. And it's that change that we want to talk about today. The different way that filmmakers are now marketing or promoting their movies. That will be our conversation for today. But before I get into all that we have lined up for you, which you know is already very good, let's start with our music that I promised you. And the beautiful Fewa is standing by. Fewa, over to you.
Travel through the ages, just turn those pages, future, past, the present. Just maybe we can say this, take the word from head, let's do what I dare to say. Heal the wounded souls, and baby, they might hate us, we do not belong. Oh, just maybe we can say, let's take the word from hate. Do I dare to say it? Do I dare to say it? Dare to say it? Do I dare to say it? Dare to say it? Do I dare to say it? Dare to say it? Do I dare to say it? Dare to say it? Should I end this war, this battle? We're not sure, but take it up. We got the heaven sees it up. These harmonies we forge bring balance to the world near. All hope is lost and never let we go. We'll travel through the ages, stages, turn those pages, future, past, the present. Just maybe we can say this, take the word from head, let's do what I dare to say. Oh, heal the wounded souls, and baby, they might hate it, we do not belong. Oh, just maybe we can say this, take the word from hate, do I dare to say? Do I dare to say it? Dare to say it? Do I dare to say, dare to say it? Do I dare to say it? Dare to say it? Do I dare to say it? Dare to say it? Do I dare to say it? Do I dare to say it? Do I dare to say? Do I dare to say it? Do I dare to say? Do I dare to say? Do I dare to say? Do I dare to say?
The midday energy. Okay, so from that amazing performance, we go straight to the world of entertainment. Let's bring you up to speed with all that's trending in the world of entertainment. With that said, BuzzFeed is up next.
This week on BuzzFeed. There was a time when only producers of Nollywood films had to worry about marketing. But now, the actors have been dragged into marketing as well, especially on social media.
We are talk time or left, right. I wanna live my best life. Talk time or left, right.
Veteran actress Jayola Kuti says it's getting tiring as she questions the trend of dancing to promote Nollywood films.
Now we have to now go and pay our skit makers. Now some of us are now turning from a proper actor now to a skit maker.
She revealed that when she made her first film, she didn't have to do much for it to be successful. Today, the likes of Funke Akindele has somewhat put a pressure on other filmmakers as she's aggressive about social media marketing, involving content creation, using dance, skits, and other creative measures. While praising the likes of Funke for her natural charisma and dance skills, she expressed concern that such trends set unrealistic expectations for others. She further criticized the shift from acting to creating social media content as a survival strategy. In related stories, actress Yabojo has weighed in on the ongoing debate as well, saying times have changed and you either evolve or get left out.
There is no movie producer that does not go an extra mile to advertise their movies. And I'm talking back way back in the days of when I joined the industry.
According to Yabojo, marketing isn't new. It has just gone digital. Yabojo's latest film, Labake Olododo, is currently in the cinemas, and she created lots of social media content in promotions for her film. Meanwhile, the countdown to her daughter's grand Nigerian wedding is on. 2 months ago, Priscilla and Juma sealed their love in a beautiful Islamic ceremony and an intimate civil wedding, while the grand traditional wedding will take place in Lagos on the 17th of April. Nollywood actress and media personality Omotunde Adebowale David, also known as Lolo Wan, has revealed that she was raped by a male colleague in the broadcast industry 6 years ago. She made this claim on a podcast, Say My Piece.
When I see him, I just get into this momentary panic mode. But if a woman of my caliber name him, he's an established person in the broadcast circle. Won't people say, how come Lolo did not speak about it for all these 6 years?
Yeah. Lolo added that women often respond to sexual assault with denial and self-blaming, highlighting the complexities of trauma and recovery.
I was a fool, man. I was a fool before I lived in the light of the Lord. I was a drug addict, a sex addict, and an imbecile. But what I never was a rapist.
In a related story, British comedian and actor Russell Brand has vowed to return to the UK to fight charges of rape and sexual assault next month. Russell, who is understood to be living in the US, is charged with 1 count each of rape, indecent assault, and oral rape, as well as 2 counts of sexual assault. These charges relate to 4 women and are said to have taken place between 1999 and 2005. He has taken to social media denying all the charges against him and said he was looking forward to clearing his name, adding that the law was being used as a weapon against him.
Thank you so much, DME, for that. Thank you so much for bringing us up to speed with all that's happening in the world of entertainment. Now to our conversation for today, film marketing. So it just looks like the trend today is using social media content, social media reels, social media buzz to promote movies. But is that going to be the norm? So we did put together a little mashup of what promoting a movie is like in Nigeria. And right after that, we'll get into the conversation. Stay with us.
Yeah, time or left, right. I wanna live my best life. Time or left, right, left, right. Time or left, right. I wanna live my best life. Time or left, right, left, right.
Senator, one senator fourth wife, legal wife. I'm not a senator, I'm the senator's second wife. Yes. I'm not a senator, I'm the senator's third, most elegant, most gorgeous. I'm not senator. Senator, I'm going to feel the fight and I'm the fourth wife. I am not the senator. I'm the senator's ruler and the most dear wife.
Only the goddamn latest wife.
I did on my chain.
Sari ti tó mùsùlùmí ẹ̀díndínlẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ wọn. Lọ́sàn Ramadan, ojú mi ti rí lọ́sàn Ramadan. Wọ́n gbóúnjẹ wá mi ò nílé jẹun, wọ́n gbómi wá mi ò nílé mu ọ́. Àgbà tó lómi inú kí n pariwo mo ti ń gbà.
Orí ẹ̀ ò pé. Ẹ láìpẹ́ gbogbo ìbí tó bá fẹ́ ẹ má forí mi o. Mo ní orí ẹ̀ ò pé. Ẹ má forí orí mi pé. Sọ́ni mi ò tún tiẹ̀ lọ ni. Lọ́nà wo? Orí tẹ̀mí wo yìí, ó ju eléyìí lọ. Sáìsì tó ebi ojú tiẹ̀ lọ. Ṣé orí ni? Kí ni sáìsì orí ẹ̀? Orí eléyìí. Kí ni sáìsì orí ẹ̀? 22 lélẹ̀ bó ṣe rí. 22 ni tiẹ̀. 37 lórí mi. Irú orí wo nìyẹn? Orí ẹ̀ ò pé ni ìwọ ló máa sáìsì orí mi fún mi. Mi ò gbọ́ orí kéèyàn ní orí kọ́mọ 37. O fẹ́ mọ sáìsì orí mi jù mí lọ. Àmọ́ mo tí mo sọ náà. Má sẹ́ nígbò. Kódà kórìí jẹ́ 37 kélé ìjẹ́ 24 tí mo bá sẹ́ orí yín gbò ẹ̀ lè yé. Ó yà sẹ́. Sẹ́ orí mi gbò. Sẹ́. Orí bá mi ṣe tèmi.
Inú ẹrù wọn pẹ́, jìnnà sí wọn bí sọmọ sílẹ̀ o, ara ló ń ta wọ́n ṣe mọ́ o. Náà bá ń sunkún sójú, bẹ̀rẹ̀ má ti fi ìgbín sọ kò fẹ́ yẹ. Ẹyẹ kò lọ ìgbín sọnù sígbó, wọ́n dúró títí ọwọ́ wọn ò tó. Ìṣó máa ṣe ta ní kókó ṣòkòtò tí yóò lókun ó dá kìtìyàn o. Ó dórí àwọn lọ́tẹ̀ o. Àwọn lọ́tẹ̀ o. Ó dórí àwọn lọ́tẹ̀ o. Àbọ̀dórí àwọn lọ́tẹ̀ o. Ó dórí àwọn lọ́tẹ̀ o. Ọmọ iná náà mi arán síná, orí mi dákun má ṣì mí lọ́nà o. Mo tẹríba fàdà àgbà o. Àgbà ẹ foríjì ni, ojoojúmọ́ ni mo ń pọ́n wọn lé. Mo ń ṣèyá sí àwọn àgbà o, mi ò fojú tí ń rìn wọn.
Okay, welcome back. This is still the Medley Show. And yes, what you just saw are the types of promotional videos that we see for Nollywood these days. I mean, back in the day, a trailer would work. They still make trailers, but it looks like if you're not creating some social media reel or some you're not creating some content for TikTok, WhatsApp, or Instagram, no one's going to see the movie. So is that where we're headed now when it comes to film marketing? So I do have with me in the studio, first is Alfred Atungu, aka 6 Foot Plus. If you know me, I go yan, me, I go speak my mind, right?
No,
that's you.
That was Tribesman.
Oh, that's Tribesman. Oh,
Yes.
okay, so Alfred Atungu. I'm trying to remember your song.
He
don't. That's the song I was trying to sing. He don't do me. I say, right? That's your song. So Alfred is an actor. He's a musician. He's a stage play artist. He's a filmmaker. He's a voiceover artist. He can host your event. Just name it. Alfred is your guy. Welcome to the Medley Show.
AKA the unproclaimed mayor of Abuja.
The unproclaimed. Okay, we're proclaiming you on the Midday Energy Show.
All
he
right.
is the mayor of
Yes,
Abuja.
Yes, listen to her.
Welcome to the Medley Show.
Thank you so much.
And then we have Princess Ezubo. She is a screenwriter, advert copywriter, and of course, a certified digital marketer. Welcome to the Medley Show.
Thank you so much.
Then we also have joining us all the way from Lagos on Zoom, Tofumi Akinshe. She is a media and PR personnel. Tofumi, welcome to the show. It's so good to see you.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here as well.
Okay. So, again, welcome to the Medley Show, all of you. I do like to start my conversation with icebreakers. So, since we're talking film marketing, and then we've seen the way that most people market their movies. So, I'm going to need each one of you. So, I'm going to give you like a fake movie title, something, and then I'm going to start with you, Princess, because that looks like you're 40. So you're going to know, like, not pitch, but you're going to create a quick marketing and online marketing plan for this movie. So the title of this movie is Love Lagos and Jollof Lies. Ngwa.
Love Lagos.
That's what the title. Love Lagos and Jollof Lies. So give me a quick marketing plan.
All right, so you've
60 seconds is what you have.
Okay, you've heard about jollof, right? Which country has the best jollof rice? People say it's Ghana, people say it's Nigeria.
See, you're on my show, just say it's Nigeria.
Oh, Ghanaians will not agree with you on that. So now is the time to prove. And what is Lagos known for? Are we only known for traffic? Are we only known for the hustles and the buzzers? There is sort of a lot of many other things that Lagos is known for, the high life, the fun life. So why not join us in this film and find out on this journey?
Oh, fantastic. And was it more than 60 seconds?
I don't know. I don't think so.
So I'm going to decide at the end whose pitch got me the more. So to me, I'm coming to you next. Oh yeah, the name of the movie is Love Lagos and Jollof Lies. Your 60 seconds marketing plan starts now.
Okay, I think the most important thing is to understand the different phases for a marketing and a PR plan when it comes to marketing. The first is your pre. You're thinking about how you're going to tease the movie how you're going to tease the movie and meet your target audience. And being a Lagos-based movie, like I'm going to lean on the digital marketer lady said earlier. Of course, the target audience will be Nigerian, and we can still infuse Ghanaians as well, not to leave them out. So the most important thing is being able to identify target audience, right? What platforms are you using to promote the movie? Are you making use of other third-party platforms to promote your trailer? And then some content marketing with the cast and the crew for the movie. And then you begin to calm down to if the movie is going to a streaming platform or if it's going to the cinema, you begin to calm down and create some awareness around that. After your pre-phase is the dark, this is when the movie goes to the cinema or goes to a streaming platform, and then you generate a lot of awareness and buzz.
So for me, you have gone beyond 60 seconds.
Okay, I'll stop there.
But yeah, thank you. You did make a lot of sense. I like the direction you're going with that plan. So 6 Foot Plus, you're next. 60 seconds on the ...
Okay, supposed to be a pitch, Abby?
Yes. Your marketing plan for this movie called Love Lagos Jollof Lies.
Love Lagos Jollof Lies.
You had enough time to prepare.
Yes.
The ladies should not win you.
Hold on first. Your blood is hot.
I did.
Lagos. What is there not to love? Is it the agidi that you feel? Is it the impact that you feel when you are coming in from Ojota? But when you are talking about jollof rice, rice dey Lagos, they will give you in different shades and colors. So anything they look for, if you reach Lagos, you go get them enough. Do you understand? We are definitely going to. So it's a pitch, Abi.
Why do I feel like you're rapping?
Yeah.
Why does it sound like you're rapping,
Yes.
like you're
Well, it's
freestyling
part
right
of-
now?
No, I was. So when you were talking, I was more or less thinking about advertising it rather
Yeah,
than.
that's it. Yes, in the
Exactly.
marketing plan.
So Lagos, what is there not to love? You feel the energy as you dey enter and everything, but as much as you love Lagos, a lot of the things that you see now wash. So open your eye, shine your eye, because they say if you snooze, you lose. They go say Boria. If not, they'll call you JJC.
Right.
But if you love Lagos, just get ready. Open your eyes. If not, jollof rice, then they'll take sweep you from ground. Oh yeah, watch this film. Tough film.
Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, I'll try it, but you get my result at the end. Okay, so let's get into the conversation. So for me, again, I'm going to start with you. You start the small mashup that we played of the new film marketing strategy. If it's not reels or social media content put on several social media platforms, it looks like the movie is not selling. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't think it's just specific to the movie industry. It's a function of data. Currently now we have about 36.75 million social media users that are Nigerians out of a pool of 103 million social media users. That's quite high. So it means that 30% of the total number of internet users are Nigerian. So whatever product, whatever service that you mention, it has become critical that you promote the product or the service online, and that's basically why we're beginning to see that trend happen with movies, right? So it's just the reality of things right now is that a lot of people who will go to the cinema to watch your movies are on social media. You have to find a way to appeal to them, right? So having said that, or like I said earlier, I'm just going to do it quick. Firstly, it's a function of the numbers. It's a game of numbers. If you have 75 million Nigerians use social media, that's a potential right there that you want to tap into. And then movie marketers are doing. The only difference is that they have then thought of more disruptive and more compelling ways to sell movies. Yes, I'll just stop there for now.
Okay, so I'll get your thoughts to Princess.
Okay,
Because you're a digital marketer, so yeah.
Yeah, so aside the numbers, the reality is that many people spend most of their time on social media. So you find out that as people are waking up, that's the first thing. Before one eye is open, the other eye is grabbing the phone. They're not checking for anything else. It's Instagram, Facebook, all of that. Before they sleep, same, they are scrolling. During the day, in the office, everywhere. Even in traffic, you're on the road, either you're the driver, you're the commuter, you are somehow on social media. So people are just leveraging on the fact that this is where people are most of the time. So aside the game of numbers, the fact that people are active there most of the time, and this thing keeps ringing in their heads, in their minds, something that keeps staying in people's mind, being up in people's faces. Even though you see a trailer now, you're like, I beg, this film will not be interesting. And you see it again, this stupid film. Like, that thing is in your head. Tomorrow when you see it, even the date, everything is somehow in your head subconsciously. So that's just the game. Aside the numbers, the fact that people are active there all the time is something to leverage on.
Okay, so yeah. I get what you're saying. The numbers, people are always on their phones, so you have to put up content on social media. But like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, we grew up seeing the old-fashioned way of making trailers. We still make trailers today. And if it's not a conventional TV or maybe a trailer of a movie that is not yet out, inside the movie you're watching, But they still make these trailers. But I'm not talking about the trailers, right? I'm talking about the social media content creation. Okay, so we saw that. That was Mercy Aigbe with the promoting Adao Modadi. So all that. So is that really making the much impact we want to see these movies?
Well, it depends on the catchment, you know.
Really?
Yes, it does, because it did it move you, but it might move some other person. And maybe that's why she's probably employing that method. I know that there's a lot of there's a lot of similar ways of doing things. Just like was pointed out earlier, that Funke Akindele has leveraged on the social media a lot, and so everybody else is thinking, okay, how can I do the same, or what can I do differently? But most times you notice that it doesn't fall far from each other, right? And so ultimately, they do these things because they probably are trying to reach a catchment, and it's in Yoruba. You know, you notice the outfit and everything. So it's marketing to a particular audience.
Okay, so now that is peculiar to that. And
Yes.
if you've seen the movie was not just Yoruba. It had Yoruba, Igbo, you know, yeah. So maybe if you're talking about the content,
Yes.
I'm talking about the strategy in itself.
Okay, well, as in what exactly now concerning the strategy, whether it is a proper strategy or...
No, does it really
Is it
move
effective?
you? Yes,
Okay,
is it
for me, that might not move me. That was why I was saying, for instance, that there are different catchments and everything. And as far as creativity goes, it's not one size fits all.
Right.
Art imitates life,
Right.
right? Art imitates life, and life is made up of variety. And what might appeal to you might not appeal to me, and what might appeal to me might not appeal to her, but then it is still something that is curated for hopefully for the generality of the audience. Like they say, when you're making a movie, what is your motive?
Right.
You know, is it money, which is profit, or is it fame, recognition, or is it impact? Exactly, artistic film. You know, is it impact, which is for recognition? And so people who... It's not like you can't have all these elements in a movie, but it's good to know what your motive is, because it drives how you market it eventually. Like you said, artistic films, or art house films as they call them, they are mostly the films that they do for film festivals. And so some people...
Social impact.
Exactly, social impact. So people want this heritage impact movies, social impact movies. People want those kind of movies are made, and then they thrive in a certain kind of space.
Right.
And then the people who appreciate them are different. But if you're making that kind of movie and expecting to make Funke Akindele kind of money, you are in a different... You're in the wrong market.
I'm glad you mentioned money, because I want to ask Tufumi a question, right?
Yes.
Tufumi, you are a media and PR professional, so tell me, does in any way Nigeria's current economic situation, does it have a part to play, or is it shaping in any way the kind of marketing strategies that filmmakers are employing today?
I think where we are as Nigerians, entertainment has continue to be a critical factor in how we live our lives. People consume entertainment from different platforms, right? But one way to have fun, right?
Did you call us crazy? Did you just call us crazy?
We find a way to consume content, and especially content that resonates with us. And that's why a lot of producers are very smart with the way they go about their content marketing. They want to appeal to a general audience. The first thing to consider when you're marketing a movie is the genre of the movie.
Right.
By the time you understand the genre of the movie, then you know what kind of content marketing to deploy, and then you have an understanding of what your target audience wants, right? A Breath of Life movie will probably have a different target audience from Everybody Loves Pizza. And if you see the way the content marketing was for both movies, it was quite different. One was being streamed online, one was going to the cinemas. So it's important because these things matter. Where is the movie going to the cinema? Is it going to be streamed online? What's the genre? Who are the target audience? All of this, when put into cognizance, can then inform, your content marketing strategy. But I would say that no matter how, back to your question, no matter how hard the economy is same, I think people are even consuming more entertaining content right now just to say it's same.
Yeah, even if it gets harder, we're still going to consume. But I'm talking about the money invested in putting this content out there. Let me give you an example. Funke Akindele again. We all saw what she did with Everybody Loves Jennifer. I mean, I think that was a whole movie in itself. The whole, the photo shoot, the content, the mesh, the souvenirs, every single thing was geared at getting every single person. In fact, they shot a whole music video for Christmas, all in the bid to promote this movie. And of course, that was a lot of money invested. So let me ask you now, Princess, assuming I'm shooting an indie film, I don't have that sort of big budget. So now it looks like I'm not going to get a chunk of the market because I'm not able to do those things to put my movie out there. So what else can I do to get you to love my movie?
Okay, so I think she also mentioned your target audience, you know, the content, the genre. There are a lot of things that are involved in the movie. And then also, another thing you need to consider is the platform of distribution. If you are going to, like, air it in a cinema, for example, people are going to pay.
Okay, go ahead.
People are going to, like, pay heavy money to go to the cinemas to watch, and then that means you are going to go into aggressive marketing, right? But for indie filmmakers who, okay, maybe they just want to stream online or perhaps YouTube, there are a lot of strategies you can employ. The social media, let's even start from there. It is not too expensive. Like, you don't need to go, hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out.
Okay.
You don't need to start doing all the merch and gathering all the celebrities and all of those. You can, depending on your target audience, your content and all of that, you can engage the services and the platforms of influencers. There are people that are not the, let's say, big influencers. There are people around your sphere, people that you can reach out to, people that share the same values as you, people that share the same message with the message you are passing across. You can reach out to them, offer some forms of collaborations and all of that, and seek their own content, trying to find out, okay, can you guys help us out? There are people that will do that for you. Then you, using your own space, those that are involved, you personally, the crew, the cast, everybody in your sphere, coming out to say, okay, this is what we are doing. Apart from the trailers and all of that, you come out there and you are promoting your films. Like, apart from, we have, like, sponsored adverts. That one is there. We're not, yeah, that one is there. I'll talk about that in a bit. But coming out to say, okay, I want to use my space. I want to use the space that I have for free, in quotes. I have my WhatsApp. They may seem small, but I'm telling you, if you are consistent and your circle, they see what you're doing, most people will carry the films on their own heads and help you to promote your film. Then we have...
A friend of mine said to me, a good film sells itself, right? Yeah, so sometimes when you do a good movie and I watch it, I'll tell you to watch it, I'll tell the other person to watch it. But I do want to know, Alfred, this question is for you. Do you think social media marketing suits every type of movie? Or does it depend on the story, the content, and like they both mentioned, target audience?
Social media marketing might not necessarily suit every movie, even though it's a part of it, right? Because
isn't every movie on social media marketing?
Huh?
Isn't every movie on social media?
Well, that's true, Sha. Well, they are all there. Sorry. Please ask me the question again.
Okay. So, do you think social media marketing suits every kind of movie, or does it depend on the content or the story and the movie and the target audience?
No, it suits every movie, right? It suits every movie, but it's not the ideal method of marketing every movie, in the sense that everybody has a space in the social media. It suits every movie, right?
Okay.
But when you are, it depends on, is your audience strictly on social media? There are people who go to the cinemas and there are some people who don't have social media footprints at all.
True.
Exactly. So you can't say, social media, everybody needs space on social media because lots of eyes are on social media, but then it can't be the one method. It's not a one size fits all. Yes, everybody needs presence on social media, but not everybody is on social media. There are some people, they don't even have, you can't find them. As in, look for them on social media. But then you can, some long lost friend from your secondary or primary school, you probably stumble across them. But some people don't have any footprints. And then some of them are high value people. And then they would rather go to a cinema, you know, or there are even private cinemas where you spend like over $1 million for just a group experience.
Right.
Small groups and everything. They have those things. And you know, so there, it's not...
Yeah, you're mentioning high-earned people. How did they get to see it to go there? Because before you get me to see your movie at all, you must have done some sort of marketing, no matter how little. Do you understand? But these days, it just seems like every filmmaker is towing the line of not just marketing on social media, again, content creation. And most times now, they're involving the actors. You find the actors getting to dance and perform, just to promote the movie.
True.
But we're going to get to that conversation. Right now, I need to take a quick break and bring you a feature that we put together, and we call this one Movie Marketing. We'll be right back. The Medley
Show. You know, in today's Nollywood, making a good film is no longer enough. In fact, these days, the real movie starts when it's time to market. We've seen it. From the heavy social media campaigns of Battle of Booker Street, to the skit collaborations that helped A Tribe Called Judah break box office records. Marketing in Nollywood has become a full production of its own. But here's the thing, marketing costs money, and not every filmmaker has the budget for billboards in Lekki or influencer armies on Instagram. So, what's the strategy? Some are getting creative, jumping on TikTok trends, dropping behind the scenes gist, or even using controversial content to stir up a buzz. Others are partnering with brands or sliding their trailers into comedy skits.
Attitude, then walk off.
But does that work for every film? Can the same strategy that worked for a Funke Akindele blockbuster work for a low-budget indie drama from Surulere? And where do we draw the line? Especially when sometimes it feels like a film is marketed more around the actors than the story itself. Today, we're talking about film marketing in Nollywood. What's working, what's not, and how filmmakers are navigating this crazy mix of hustle, creativity, and survival in getting their films seen.
Still in love with me?
Don't flatter yourself.
I happen to know who the love of my life is.
Lagos, your prince has arrived.
What mark to this company? Nice, my team lead.
Quick connection, quick money, no wasting time.
Even during lunch rush hour, you remain happy and focused. Don't you get tired?
How's your flight, sir?
It was okay.
You're welcome.
No, 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 no. tough, but I cannot concentrate on anything good. So it's just amazing. I run your head, feelings on the road. You never call me back, the reason never said no. You ever start to think of what we had, but I can let you go now. You say I'm crazy, hallucinating, almost out the edge, but I cannot keep on faking. You don't exist, you don't meet me halfway, but I can't let you go now. Even when I'm calling, I try to pull you out, but I'm falling. And you know I'ma be here. Yeah, you know I'm going nowhere. Even when you hurt me, I'm hurting you. Tremble on my heart and my feelings. I'ma be here. Yeah, you know I'm going nowhere. Been on a call when you didn't need my daydream. I wanna go, but it doesn't wanna let me. Tryna pull my weight in, but I'm anorexic. Baby, you know I can let you damn it. I pull my foot down, making rules that I know you will go by. You in my heart, in my head, in my soul now. But I can let you go now. You say I'm crazy, hallucinating, almost off the edge. Can I keep on faking? You don't exist, you don't meet me halfway, but I can let you go now. Even when I'm calling, I try to pull you out, but I'm falling. Baby, you know I'ma be here. Yeah, you know I'm going nowhere. Even when you hurt me, I'm hurting you. Tremble on my heart and my feelings. I'ma be here. Yeah, you know I'm going nowhere. Yeah, you know I'm going nowhere, nowhere. I'm going nowhere. Yeah, you know I'm going nowhere. Yeah, you know I'm going nowhere. Been having dreams, but you don't want me. Don't wanna be the last one. Been having dreams, but you don't run from me. No, been having dreams, but you don't run from me. Don't wanna be the last one. Been having dreams, but you don't run from me. Don't wanna be the last one. Stand there, stand there, stand there, stand there.
Serenade, interesting atmosphere for our conversation today. Of
Yep,
course,
yep.
I still have 6 foot plus here who's been dancing all the while Phil was performing.
Yep.
And of course, Princess is still here, and we still have Tofumi joining us on Zoom. Okay, so Tofumi, I have a question for you. Okay, so I hope she gets to join us again, but let's continue the conversation here before, you know, we get her on. So from the last feature that we showed, okay, before we continue that, let me just call our number out for you. Of course, you know, you can send us messages, and of course, we'll get to read them on the show. The number to send your messages to 09013898950. Send your messages, and of course, I will get to read them on the show. So back to the conversation. So again, my emphasis is not just the strategy of using social media, but the strategy of content creation, right? So we showed 2 things. We showed the normal trailer that would usually put out, which is for your upcoming short film. And then we also showed another mashup of the standard way that people are marketing their movies today. So my question is, are we saying that the traditional method of cinema posters, radio tours like the Do It, TV appearances, the traditional method of selling these movies, are we saying they are no longer as effective and we have to get our actors dancing and jumping up and down and all the, you know, all that just to get the tickets in?
No.
They are not effective?
No. What I mean is, you said, are you saying those traditional methods
are no longer
effective? I said no. That's not what anybody is saying. They are still effective. People, however,
but we don't employ them no more.
Well, you still have people doing those. most people being the independent filmmakers, people like us, we're just coming up. That's what we are doing because I don't know how to dance. Some people are not social media freaks and all of that. So I'm not going to go out there, at least yet, to start dancing and doing anything.
Oh, yes. So there's hope.
I don't know. Let me speak for now. So I'm not going to give myself that pressure, put anybody on that pressure to start creating content, like, you know, making all the merch, like going beyond my means. And I think it should be a process that is joyful. It should be a process that should even engage and involve you, building a community, an authentic community. If you have people that believe in you, believe in what you're doing, you're not going to really push yourself beyond what you can do. Like some people now see it as, oh my God, so I should start dancing on TikTok and all of that. No. People that can dance on TikTok, they should go ahead and dance. Those that cannot dance, there are a lot of other means. For example, people even underlook physical marketing. The power of physical marketing, mouth-to-mouth marketing, that's very powerful. Some people will go and see the film and be like, that film was not interesting, that film was not interesting, that film was not interesting. Before you know, all your dancing on social media has come to naught because
but
nobody's
you've
going
gotten
to
the
watch.
money. You
How
feel
many
me?
People?
No, you've gotten the money. So assuming I go to the okay, let me give you an instance. So we're all very familiar with Achalugo, I will marry you. Odogu, stop. Yeah. That's the Omoni Oboli's last movie that was on YouTube. So this movie came out, it's less than a month, or maybe let's say about 4 weeks, but I think it's less than. So you had little snippets on social media. Now this is a story of the movie, not content creation, right? And then you have it everywhere. Everyone is talking about it. And then in 4 days, she has about 17 million views on YouTube. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So now this is so that is different from what I'm saying. Okay. Now what was promoted was the content of the movie. I'm talking about, now let me put it in this way, yeah? These actors or artists that you now have, you have influencer partnerships, then you have the actors and the artists now being the ones to, we saw Shafi Bello there doing the transition thing and dancing. Do they necessarily have to do that? Do you think it's part of their contracts or it's just something they do willingly just to sell the movie because they're in it? Because we recently had Jemima Osunde saying something about, I don't know how to dance. Nobody should drag me to dance, you know, and then everybody was coming for her on social media.
Oh, wow. So I think you get in where you fit in. You get, and one size doesn't fit all as far as creativity goes. You know, they say there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Right.
You know, so for those it works for, fine, which is why that issue of why you are making a thing is also important, motive. You know, if you're making it for the money, then you might want to employ, in Nigeria, like you were talking about, it was Tofumi that was talking about, you know, the craziness that is us and everything. And so sometimes some people now feel like, man, I have to be crazy. If not, I can't sell.
You will sell this. No tickets.
You know, so it depends on who you are trying to sell to as well. And if the audience you are trying to sell to, if somebody has done the crazy and sold to them, then you're like, okay. And you know, Nigeria, sadly, we have this method of waiting until somebody does something, and then when the person does it and it succeeds,
works. Everyone jumps into
every
the trend.
Tom, Dick, Harry, and their village people will jump into that until we saturate it, and then we now start waiting again
on another new strategy.
Exactly, for somebody who will now break, another or carve another path and everything. We talk about how life is a risk, business is a risk. They say stepping out of your door is a risk. But a lot of people don't like taking that risk. We'll wait for you. I wait for you. You know, you do this thing. You'd be like, say this in one walk. When you start, when you start doing something, I now jump in, and before you know what's happening, we are all doing one thing. And so sometimes, even content-wise, you get to see similar content. Sometimes I probably, if I'm looking for money and I'm desperate and I can afford it, I'll go for the same face that I saw in that film. We've seen that happen. Same faces, similar storylines. Sometimes, if you're not observant, you can't tell the difference between, you'll be like, is this not? Like, no, this is not this one. This is another. Right. So. Where do you draw the line? You get, we can't all do what everybody else is doing, but then
Well, it sort of puts pressure on
it does.
independent filmmakers
It
like
does.
you
It
who are
does.
not maybe attached to some big distributor that's going to bring a lot of money.
Yes.
Do you understand what
Yes,
I'm trying
it
to
does.
say?
Okay, so for instance, in that instance, let's say for instance, you need $1 million to promote your movie, and then you have 1,000 naira. And then somebody has used 1 million to do their promo and
Make
everything.
it 5 million.
Okay, no, I'm just editing.
I get you. I'm just
Ratios
saying.
and everything. So imagine if you that pressure. Now you have to learn to manage your pressure.
Yeah.
True or false?
True.
If not, you
but-
go overdo.
But you need the money. You
But
need
that's the thing,
everybody
now.
to see. Okay, so
Can I
if that's
say-
what to say something.
Are you going to use
Let me-
resources that you don't have?
Okay, so Princess, let me
Go
hear you.
ahead.
So yeah, it's all boils back to motive. All these people that are dancing, let's even use Funke Akindele as an example. We can see
Please,
her
disclaimer,
films.
we don't have anything against all the strategies. We're just looking at if
Yeah.
it works or if
Different
it
methods
doesn't,
and
right?
everything.
So
Yeah.
now, okay, people will say, oh, some people may say, oh, she's overdoing, must they? But all her films are like top 4 highest grossing here and there.
Right.
Everyone loves
So it's
Jennifer.
working.
It's
If it
1.8
ain't
billion.
broke.
Like
Yeah.
how? 2 billion naira. They are all breaking ground. So it depends on what do I want to achieve at the end. Do I want to break
You want to
ground?
win
So
MVC,
I'll
I
also
want to
break
make money, I want to win
exactly.
film festival.
Or I want some people. It's just impact. They don't even care like really about the money as long as they're able to like cover their cost and all of that.
Yeah.
The message is their goal, like the message. So they will emphasize on the message, capitalize on the message. They're not really dancing and doing all of that. The message is just their goal. So, and if maybe, let's say 1 million people see it and they're able to at least recover their costs, settle all their debts, they are fine. As long as people are sending testimonials, oh, this film touched me, all of that, they are
All right.
content.
So let me take a few messages
All right.
and then we'll go on. So I have this one from Temi. Temi from Lagos says, the film marketing today is better than the old one. Okay, I take it's talking about social media.
Social media.
Right. Then I have another message. Oh, thank you so much. I like the conversation. I love all your guests in the studio. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank
but
you.
next time, do send us your name and location. Then another person says, social media is best for advertising for newcomers to promote their new films if you want people to watch it. Okay. All right. So we're not talking maybe like just social media. I'm emphasizing again on the content of what you're putting on social media. I mean, they all post their trailers on social media.
Yeah.
Then we have another message. Hello, I'm enjoying your show. Keep it up, and I love all your guests. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Medley show. Medley show. This topic is very important and interesting, mostly for those who have feelings for social media. Okay, I don't know what that means, but thank you for the show. It will help us a lot. It will help youths who are creating content to also make money by supporting these filmmakers and promoting it on social media. Okay. So because that's like influencer partnership, right? So when you partner with influencers, my name is JJ from Plateau State. Thank you so much, JJ. I have another message. My name is Rosie from Abuja. I'm interested in becoming a PR or film marketer, and I don't think there's a connection. Any advice from the scriptwriter and and filmmakers in the studio? By the way, I love the show, and Fewa's voice is amazing. Okay, so they did. This person wants to learn how to market films on social media and is asking for your advice, but we're not going to get into that. I have so many other messages, but I want to ask before I let you go, right? Are there other viable strategies besides this that independent filmmakers or people who do not have as much
followers?
No, not followers now, because even if your followers are small, if you keep posting, like you said, consistently, you'll get them to see. But are there other strategies, assuming I'm an independent filmmaker and I need you to see my movie, are there other viable strategies I can employ besides, using a very big budget?
Okay, so I will still emphasize on physical marketing. So we really undervalue and
So when you say physical, what do you mean, referrals?
Yeah, referrals, like mouth to
Each
mouth, talking to people, your friends. Some people don't even really know what you're into. They just know, oh, you write or you do this and that. Oh, you do this, okay, fine. Some people are not proud of what they do because it's not making millions yet. Like, talk about your stuff. Talk about what you do with pride. In the car, the public bus, wherever you are, talk about
How
it.
many
Oh,
people will
I'm
I
into...
tell?
Sorry?
How many people will I tell?
You can't get tired. You may tell somebody that has one huge platform, and then the person is like, are you serious? Okay, come to my church. Oh, come to my school. And all of that you are spreading. Like, let's not really focus. Social media is effective, but physical marketing, I'm telling you, yes, the power of mouth to mouth.
My director
so
won't let me get any word out again. Says our time is fast.
Oh,
but
my
I want to
goodness.
say very thank you to Princess 62Plus. Thank you for being part of the show today. And of course to Tofumi. And we'll be handing over to Fewa now to say our goodbyes. Thank you so much for joining us. But of course, you know, I will be back next week on another interesting conversation for you on The Medley Show. Until then, my name is Tochi. Take care. Bye.
You're in chains too. I wear uniforms and you wear uniforms too. I'm a prisoner, but you're a prisoner too, Mr. Jailer. Oh, I have fears, you have fears too. I will die, but yourself will die too. Life is beautiful.